EA Sports, it's in the game. Boom! They put a big hit on him, and he lets it fall out of his hand.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can S-double-E, cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can S-T-O-P. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. You might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a bastard, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Fourth down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a Tempur-Pedic to bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me coach.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's got some space. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 75 yards. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Eagles nothing. Jason Sanders is the kicker for Miami.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run here with Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Slam, slam, slam. Check, check. Hustle, hustle. You go tight.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And some room to work. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 43 yards. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a dump off here complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 93 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Tua now on 1st down.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Second down and 3.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Okay, right? Right, 60.
Tagovailoa are going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Raheem Mostert.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner, look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough To keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the 36,
Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
and he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Come on, fellas.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They're running it. Hey, by 52.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Let's go. 33. Yellow.
Check, 43. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 43's the mark. 43's the mark. I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Tua to throw again. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, Tua. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Tua, and they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Okay, ready?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him.
He's up to the 20.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Turn up. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Check 15, check 15. Check 24, check 24. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
They'll throw now on the final play. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up.
We're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
Now they're setting up the wide receiver screen here on the right side. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. They go play action with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A gain of 5 brings up
2nd and 5 now. Hurts. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Ready? Cougar 19.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Caught, it's Wilson.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Dolphins.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Mostert.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
They'll run with Mostert.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert able to take it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
The slot man in motion right.
7 Pirates.
On first down, Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
That's caught. It's Kenneth Gainwell. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The tackle there by Justin Bethel.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 26, check 26. Sponge.
Cowboy 80.
Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Tua. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties. You're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is. Ends up throwing the interception.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and